What's up, Doinks? Welcome back to Sudoku Jouer. My name is Sudoku. Today we have Checkerboard Speedrun by Willpower. Been a couple weeks since I did a Willpower, but I've been enjoying this stuff. So let's see what we can do. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Red cells are greater than 5. Okay, then we have Dutch Whispers, XV pairs, and killer cages, and then posted time and element. Okay, so normal Sudoku rules 1 to 9 every row, every column, every 3x3 box. The red squares, all of these guys, are greater than 5, which is interesting. Dutch Whispers, so this line right here, the neighbors have to be at least 4 apart. So if this is a 1, this can be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, but it can never be a 2 or 3 or 4. XV pairs, so these X's have to sum to, it's Roman numerals, so the X's have to sum to 10. If there were a V anywhere, they would have to sum to 4. And then killer cages, so the digits in these squares have to sum to the total in the top left corner with no repeats. So these three have to be 23, 22, 21, etc. Okay, that's all we got. I'm going to restart the timer and let's go. Okay, so immediately I'm going to go with the 23 because I know that those can only be 6, 8, and 9. Right, let's just double check that. Yep, 6, 8, and 9. Oh, here. 2, 3, 4. So this has to be a 5. Because 5 can never be on an X sum or an X pair because it would have to be paired with another 5. So then we know that this is going to be an 8, 9 pair. So then that's going to be a 1, 2 pair. And then this is going to be a 6, 7 pair. And then this is going to be a 3, 4 pair because we know that the red digits are greater than 5. But then these have to be the 6, 7s. Okay. Ooh, okay. We can figure this one out, or we know what it is. It's either 5, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 9, but they're all red, so this cannot be a 5, 8, 9. So this will be a 6, 7, 9, 6, 7, 9. Can we do the same with 21? Yes, we can. Can't be a 4, 8, 9 or 5, 7, 9. So this is a 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Okay. So then that's a 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 4. Sorry, this is a 1, 2, 4. Okay, interesting. So we know that this is 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. But this is a 6, 7 pair. 7, 8, 9. Okay, hang on. So this has to be a 6, 7, 8, and 9, but 6, 7, and 9 are here. So this is an 8, which removes those 8s, places this as an 8, so that's going to be a 2. That is not an 8. So this is going to be a 6, 7 pair as well. So I can place this as a 9. That's going to be a 1. And then delete these 9s. All right. And then this has to be a difference of at least 4 from both of them. So this, and it can't be a 1, so this is going to be a 2 or a 3. And then where's the 9 in this box? It can't be here because of this, and it can't be here because of that, and it has to be on a red. So that's going to be the 9. And 8s are paired here, which places this as an 8. So that's going to be a 2. Move that 8 and that 8. This is now an 8. This is going to be a 3, 4. Yeah, I can pencil mark that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. 6. This is 6, 7, and 9. Okay. This is going to be the 7. This is also going to be a 7, so that's going to be a 6, 7 because of the 6, 9 pair there. This is now a 6, 8 pair. That's a 6, 7. This is also a 6, 7. So those two are going to be the same, which places this as a 9. That's going to be the 6, which puts a 7 here. So we know that the 7s are going to be paired there. This is a 6, that's a 7, so this will be the 3. Okay, good stuff. We're getting there. 2s will be here. Okay, so this has to be a 1, and then that's a 5. Because if this was a 4, this could not be anything, because it has to be less than 5. So this is going to be a 1, then that's going to be a 5. Puts a 2 there, that's a 4. So then this is a 2 as well. And then I can place, this is a 6, that's a 7. So then that's going to be 8 and 6. So we have a 9 here, that's an 8. 1 to close out that column. Then 3, 4, 5. So 5s will be up here. 3, 4, 5 over here as well. Eight. This has to be an 8 because it has to be on the red, and its only 2 options are here. So this will be the 8. And then this will be an 8 for similar reasons. So 8s are done. Look at that. So then I can place this as a 7. And then what's different? This has to be a 2. This has to be a 3. That has to be the 4. Okay. So I can place that as a 1. Oh, that with the 9, I could have placed that before. So that's a 4. This will be the 6. That's a 2. That's a 3. And that's the 7. Which puts the 9 here. Can remove that 7. So place this as the 7. And then we need the 6 here. 9 there. That's going to be a 1, 4, and 5. Which puts this as the 3. And that's a 2, 5 pair. I'll just pencil mark that. No biggie. 1 there. Pencil mark the 1s. Okay, this will be the 4. That's going to be a 3, 5, and that's a 2. All right, 5 and 2, good stuff. We are getting there. 5 there, 1 here, which puts a 3 here. We have 6 and 9, 9 and 6, 9 and 6. Okay, so the high numbers are gone. Which places, this is a 4. Then we have a 3, 5 pair. Okay, that's gonna be the 4, 3. What's that? That's a 1. So that's all 1. 1s are done. Okay, so then we have what? 4, 5. 4, 5 here. This is a 4. Okay. Whoa, didn't want to do that. 5 and 4. So then that's going to be the 3. That's a 5, 3, 3, 5. We can put a 2 here and finish it off with a 5. All right, 717. Not bad. I like Willpower's puzzles. They're always they're always fun. I like the design of them. They're almost always designed very, very well. So good job, Will.